So why did the Indominus Rex kill its sibling? Based on what we've seen in Jurassic World, many people believe that she killed her other sibling at birth. This simply isn't true, and the real reason she did it may completely shock you. People assume she's a mindless killing machine based on what they see in Jurassic World. However, she's highly intelligent, and there's probably more to her motivation than meets the eye. I mean, she's that intelligent, she's able to fool human beings into thinking she's escaped. With many people believing the reason she killed her sibling is down to what we call normal animal behaviour, dominance, competition, or being purely sadistic as she's portrayed in the movie. But all this may not be entirely true, as there's more to her than meets the eye, as you will find out. Now, Indominus Rex was created in the Hammond Creation Lab in 2012 in Jurassic World. Its genome consisted of many other animals such as Tyrannosaurus Rex, Carnotaurus, Giganotosaurus, but one of the main genomes I really want to focus on for this video is the velociraptor genome. Now, many normal animals in the animal world are known to be cannibals and actually eat infants at birth, so this is not a foreign subject, but these animals are not highly intelligent, not like the Indominus Rex is. So any normal animal will probably be doing it to survive and not knowing it's wrong, but the Indominus Rex, being as highly intelligent as she is, would have given this some thought before actually actioning it. I mean, she knows where the clawing implant was in her back and was able to claw it out. She thinks on things first before she acts, so she would have not acted on instinct in this occasion. These behaviours and actions give us more reason to look at this creature more so than any bloodthirsty animal just trying to survive. Also, she didn't actually kill her sibling when she hatched. This came later on, further cementing she made a choice to do this, but we'll cover that more in depth later. The Indominus Rex's younger years are never touched on in the movie at all. Its upbringing would have been horrific. You imagine being born into a world, pushed into a container with your sibling, watching all the other animals in the lab get poked and prodded, you yourself getting poked and prodded, experimented on, seeing how long you can last, what you can withstand, what your resiliences are, and this would have been a daily occurrence for them. You would be born into a cold, lifeless world where everyone is just there to either torture you or see what they can get out of you. No parents, no joy, no social order, only this other sibling in this tiny box. Put yourself in her mindset, being highly intelligent as you are, seeing all these other beings being created. As you look around the world, you will know this is some type of prison, some type of holding cell, where every day is the same thing: injections, sickness, poked, prodded, feeding, sleep, repeat. These conditions would be horrendous for any normal animal, let alone someone as highly intelligent as the Indominus Rex, fully aware of its surroundings, fully aware that these humans are there experimenting on you. But why would this give her cause to attack and eat her other sibling? Now, don't get me wrong, these conditions could have played a part, but let's really focus on that makeup of the genome. As we said earlier, a huge part of her genome makeup is the velociraptors. Now, the velociraptors are in nearly every single Jurassic Park movie, and we also know that they are highly intelligent. But the velociraptors in most of the movies have one thing the Indominus Rex does not, and that is a social standing and social order, i.e. a pack. Now, there is an exception to this. The velociraptors in the first book and first Jurassic Park movie attacked and killed each other like the Indominus Rex. It was stated it was because they never had the parents to teach them compassion or a social order. So there was constant chaos within the pack, especially when feeding. Now, the Indominus Rex obviously had another sibling, so there was two of them, but there was never really an idea or any social understanding because there was no parents to teach them this, no one for them to learn off, so they had to make all this up and establish it themselves. This is also hinted at in the Jurassic World movie themselves, where Owen has reared and raised a pack of raptors. Now, they are highly intelligent animals as well, and they also have highly developed sense of instincts. So why did they not attack each other during feeding time? Why have they not cannibalized each other? Well, the answer is simple. They have that social standing, that pack, that order, and this came from their parent, which at the time was Owen. He developed that understanding, that compassion. It all came from him, so they had a parent figure and an alpha of the pack. Now, with that information, we can deduce that obviously the Indominus Rexes would have been able to form a pack, but they would have had no one to show them that compassion, no one to really show them right from wrong. Even though they are highly intelligent, what's to stop one from being bad and one from being good? I think at this stage we can definitely rule out animal instinct as being the main driving factor for her killing her sibling. These two Indominuses would have shared a small holding cell or even a smaller paddock at some stage. And this is where the event occurred, not after they hatched. Now, you put any two intelligent animals in a tiny cage with zero to no outside contact or stimulation, psychological problems will start appearing. The two Indominus Rexes might have been close at one point, but during the course of the movie, one became unstable. I mean, this even happens to humans, so who's to say it couldn't have happened to the Indominus Rex twins? And let's not forget, in the movie, all it says is that she killed her sibling. Just to provide the clarification, all Claire says is that she ate it. That's it, there's no explanation, just purely the clarification that she killed the sibling. No backstory, no context. To these humans, they are just numbers, machines, just pieces in a cog to make these humans all their money. But let's not forget, these are real, living, breathing animals, and highly intelligent ones at that. The Indominus Rex was also able to communicate with the raptors, indicating she'd already had conversations with her sibling. Given the level of complexity we see the raptors having conversations, I can only imagine what the two Indominuses would be effectively talking about in their paddocks. But needless to say, at one point them conversations would have turned dramatically south and ended in bloodshed. We will never really know how they communicated, or even if they communicated at all, but they would have had to have some form of communication because the Indominus can communicate with the raptors. So the fact that she was raised in total isolation isn't really a factor here because she did have a sibling up to some point. So it shows that she wouldn't have been raised in total isolation, thus meaning that over time the instability overrode the right and wrong part of her brain, and for lack of a better term, she snapped. All this experimentation, all these pokes, all these injections simply become too much for her, and in a temporary fit of rage and lapse of judgment, she killed her sibling. After she came back down from her rage and lapse, she saw what she had done to the only thing that she was close to, the only thing which was like her and shared her pain, her sibling. This started her actual path into a downward spiral. It's quite common in small groups of survivors to turn on each other at some point as well, so this is a normal behaviour even seen in humans, let alone a highly intelligent animal. In normal cases, if this would happen with siblings, there would be a mother or a father figure there to stop it, to break them up, but there were no other siblings. No mother figure, no father to stop anything before it got out of hand. In the movie, it said she killed her sibling, just to provide the clarification. Now being the only I-Rex left alive, she was the only one they focused on, the only one they had other tests with, the injections, everything run by the scientists, all focused on her. She became worse and worse, her mind became more fragmented. No longer could they feed her with handlers, they had to install a crane, further cementing seclusion, isolation, making her more and more unstable, more bloodthirsty to get revenge on her captors, the humans. Now, many people believe that the two Indominuses were never in the same paddock, but let me tell you this. Long-range conjecture. She might have worked out the tracking device when she killed her sibling and found the object inside of her. I mean, that tracker was a large piece of machinery as well, right? So there's no way they would have inserted that into a baby Indominus Rex. They would have had to have been at least a decent size. Both of them, further providing evidence and context that the original Indominus Rex lived longer than just the hatch phase. I mean, why would the Indominus Rex want to kill her own sibling? She wanted to team up with other dinosaurs, right? She teamed up with raptors. She could have teamed up with her own sibling. It makes no sense. It all points to that one incident, that one lapse in judgment, the sea of red, that fit of rage which led to the bloodshed. Fast forward time and play Jurassic World and you have your crazy multi-mixed dino genetic experiment. Owen was behavioural specialist and trained intelligent animals. He trained dolphins in the movie, let alone raptors as well. All the resources were in the movie if you listen. Thinking about it logically, the pieces start to fall into place. Overall, even if they did things differently, the I-Rexes was a very intelligent creature. It's entirely possible it could have very well have been taught to be more humane and civilised. However, the lady who ran the park, Claire, stated blatantly bigger, more teeth. All she saw was numbers. They wanted a monster. They got what they bargained for. I'm Shadows. Hit like and subscribe to see more videos like this. And I'd like to thank my YouTube and Patreon members. Thank you very much, guys. I've also got a Five Nights at Freddy's channel. It is here. Go and check it out. If you like Five Nights at Freddy's, go and subscribe right now. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Go check out all my other videos. Shadows, out.